Yo, it seems as if you're allowed to assault authorities in California, which is no surprise to me because I've been saying for months that Gavin Newsom is a vampire. So, of course, he doesn't want ICE agents in there, arresting the possible meals. But assaults on ICE agents in California is up 700%. But as far as movements go, I think the anti-ICE movement is getting more leeway than any of our movements. And by our, I mean blacks, the blacks movement. For one, like you've seen footage of like the civil rights movements. They was like water hose and nightstick and ends and hard R's. It was beating them like it was no tomorrow. That's pretty much every single other movement. All our movements have been after that because of getting our ass whooped by the police. And then if we don't go crazy and at least burn down the Walgreens, then they beat everybody ass there and send them home. So I feel like you being up 700% on assaults on ICE agents, you're up as far as movements go. But what is different about this movement? Because it's just so different, because I know you know what it is. It wasn't any senators or governors or mayors on the front lines of any of our movements. America's had a lot of movements. I've never seen Democrats out in the streets on the front line yelling, "This is war." For real. And that's how I have proven after months and months of study and scientific research that these Democrats is MS-13s. I've proven it. I've proven you can't prove me otherwise. Like from the re-smuggling of Kilmar Albrega Garcia. Remember they were trying to re-smuggle him back to the country. Judges sneaking criminals out of the courtroom. Judges having whole gangs worth of criminals and assault rifles and losing their right to be judges with them and their wives getting locked up for the. It's proven. There's no question. You can't convince me otherwise. These Democrats are definitely MS-13s, and that's the difference between this movement and any other movement in America. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you tap that like and subscribe button and check this video out.
Switch gears here really quickly as we're hearing from LA Mayor Karen Bass as anti-ICE protesters clash with law enforcement. Let's listen into this here on Live Now.
About this. This is about another agenda. It's not about public safety. There's clearly no plan and there is clearly no policy. I want the people of Los Angeles to know that we stand with all Angelenos, no matter where you were born. The First Amendment right gives you the ability, again, to protest peacefully. But it does not give you the right to be violent, to create chaos, or to vandalize property. And that will not be tolerated. So I call on all Angelenos to continue expressing your right, your anger, your outrage, but to do it peacefully. And I just have to say that all of you were there Friday. Everybody knows what happened Friday. A workplace, several workplaces were targeted and raids took place. Now, in the beginning, the administration said they were just looking for dangerous felons, violent people. It's hard to say that that's what they found at a workplace or in a Home Depot parking lot. When this happens, it terrifies people. It sends a sense of fear and chaos in our city. And you well remember a few years ago in the last administration that kids were afraid to go to school. Parents were afraid to go to work. This impacts all of our city.
Yeah, moments after that, Karen Bass was in the front of a bunch of protesters clashing it off right out there with the ICE agents. So much for being the example. Karen Bass, look, I so respect politicians that get on the front line. It's just that this is just not the right war. Not that a war with illegal immigrants is the right war. That's not the right war. But since y'all Democrats ain't never ever pretty much said shit during any other war, like now is not the time to start jumping out. See, I know why y'all was all like quiet during them other wars because Obama was in office, because during the LA Rodney King thing, Bill Clinton was in office. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't need the publicity stunts, to gain the support of voters because that's all this illegal immigrant thing is for you. It's good camera moments and good content. You just trying to make good content. You trying to get your views up, Karen. And I understand that. I'm trying to run my views up. But I'm me. I'm Marcus Russell, you know, uh drug dealing ex-con millwright construction worker who YouTuber who cusses in public, and you're 71-year-old 43rd mayor of Los Angeles. You know, we like I have been on the front lines for both the money and for the ideas that I believe in, but I have never been gangster enough to, participate in politics. For I'm not that G. But they say if you can't play the game, then you commentate it. So make sure you tap that like and subscribe button so you can catch more of my commentation. My name is Marcus Russell. Until next time, peace.